We'll do it live. What do you think? Hey, Shadowhawk.
Hey Rex, what's up, buddy?
Sunday doing all right for you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so far so good.
So far, so good. Yeah. Just gonna ink up this canvas because it didn't quite get all black there, blackened out.
Yeah, yeah.
Think I finished the werewolf card. Need to put that in the top holder. It's kind of curled, on me.
Oh,
That's all right. Put it in the car holder. Straighten that
put a
thing
lot of
out.
black on it.
Huh?
Put a lot of black on it.
Yeah. Yeah. This one didn't do that, but I did a little bit more work on that one than this one. Did a couple totally blacked out pieces. Uh, Hopper and this werewolf piece. Did a werewolf.
Cool.
Started out, I thought I would do uh, Dirty Joe, which Ryan doesn't like that name for that character. But there's
No,
the werewolf. I don't know. I don't know if he really likes it or not. He was. There's the werewolf.
okay.
Kind of
Yeah,
different.
a little different werewolf, but yeah, I dig it. You know me, I'm a fan of the old werewolf.
Oh yeah, yeah. At first, I
And
was
all
thinking
his
Dirty
many
Joe, and then I
forms.
thought, nah, I do a werewolf.
I've seen many different versions of werewolves, and I like most of them.
Hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I did. Usually don't do Hopper's eyes apart like that, but that's kind of like how Ryan had them. Really didn't reference that, but you know, I didn't have my phone. I went and got my phone in between broadcast, in between the
Oh,
chosen
did it?
and now. Yeah, it's only 44% charged, and that's probably since I've been home. I think it was totally dead when I retrieved it from work.
Well, that old 1927 flip phone,
Well, he's uh, uh, would you? All right. So here was Hopper in black and white, and Rob's going to digitally color it. But a reminder of what it looks like in black and white. And he has the orange version, which was kind of my original version, kind of
huh?
fleshy orange.
Fleshy.
Bam!
Oh, cool. Yeah, I hadn't seen
Yeah, I
that
think.
yet.
Well, he
Cool.
said the magenta version coming soon, so he's doing
Oh,
an orange and a magenta version.
I didn't know magenta.
Maybe he has a brother. Maybe there's two out there. One's magenta, one's orange. I don't know. Maybe it's a rainbow coalition of characters. I don't know.
Well, good.
Maybe that's one of his characters. He can, or his powers, right? That he can duplicate himself. I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, there he is in magenta on the cover that he's been
Oh,
on
oh,
already.
hold on. I'm stuck in the chat. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit different. I like this. So, uh, but now
Now, is that the one from the original appearance of him from the original cover?
yep, Tribulation Task Force.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, would you do me another where he's hopping and you can see his feet? I showed you Zeep, a
Mm-hmm.
character that was in Adventure Comics back in 1981. And he has feet like that, just booted like foot, except that that's, this was created by some kind of, you know, character. I told him about the size of Nightcrawler. It'd be good to like get all the power stats and size, and
Might be cool to give him like 3 toes too, like almost like a Nightcrawler foot.
well, I already have him as a boot or whatever, like a foot.
Well, that's that's
That's
what I
what I
mean.
wanted, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I try and make every different. I gave him 3 fingers and a thumb. I could have very well just gave him 2 fingers and a thumb. Um,
Well, you could give him
it's
3 toes.
it's
Make
always a
it a
choice,
little different.
right? Well, that kind of gets away from the tree frog, the total tree frog look. Really, there's
Mm,
not that many characters that don't have some kind of costume wear. Although Sea Demon's one of those. He's always been barefoot. You know,
mm-hmm.
if you can withstand the pressures of the sea, if you step on a sharp rock, it's probably not going to hurt you if your skin's
Yeah,
that tough. You know.
yeah. You probably won't even notice.
Yeah. So for like in Ryan's wraparound cover, for him to be beat up so much, he's had to take a lot of abuse by that point because,
Oh yeah,
like I say, Aquaman's really, if you can withstand the pressures of the sea, which I don't know which is greater, the pressures of a vacuum in space or the sea, but I know you have all that water pressure, that water on top of you. Say
yeah.
you're at the lowest point of the
Depending
ocean.
how mm, well,
You
depending
got
how deep you go, Rex. Look what happened to the poor people on that submarine.
Yeah, they
They
were
died.
liquefied basically.
Mm.
Let me turn my volume up a little bit because I had it
Aerosol
turned down.
basically turned into hairspray,
You implode,
and I
which
mean,
looks like and crushed
all of
into.
they're probably all, I mean, completely devoured by all those bottom dwellers by now.
Oh yeah, the little bits and particles, just like you have
Mm.
feeders that eat plankton.
Yeah, little
It was
filter feeders
probably
and everything.
a
They sucked
molecule
all
here,
that
an
right up.
atom there. I mean, there wasn't much left.
Mm.
The debris of the ship was probably crushed into the size of a
Yeah.
can, if not
That's why
smaller.
when they were talking about maybe finding remains, I was like, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, James Cameron came out that Monday and said, "Yeah, we've lost him," because he's explored all that. You know,
Mm.
he's went down several times in that sub.
Well, he also got to listen to the recording
He
too.
got to hear the recording, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
he
saw
said,
the
"Yeah,
interview with him, and he said when he heard that sound on the recording, he knew it was all done.
yeah." And yet they were like, "Oh, let's hold out hope." La 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 la. Yeah, let's keep the masses away from the Biden story and some other things, and
Yeah, for like
a
another
good
3 days.
cover story for a week, or so. Hey, Mike Walters in the house, a tank fat ferret slinking in.
Hey, 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 what's up, fellas?
So I'm just thinking of who would be good paired with what. And then, of course, even on a wraparound cover, there's only so many characters that you can fit in, you know?
Well,
So,
unless you George Perez.
right. Well, I could still make it look like a George Perez cover. I mean, you can reduce some of these images down quite a bit
Do
and fit a bunch
26
of characters.
characters on there if you George
Yeah.
Perez.
I might do that. I might actually do that. And
Yeah,
if it's a coloring book, it's probably going to be about magazine size or larger anyway. so I have more room to fit more characters in.
Oh,
Like I
cool.
say, this is going to be like my Momentum Comics sort of character book, reference book.
Right, yeah. Like
One thing that I've wanted to do since the
a
early
Who's
80s.
Who or a Marvel Universe type thing.
Well, I mean, it's not just a good
I mean,
reference
not
for me, but it's a good reference for whoever I have work on what character. They have reference for characters and the names and uh,
right, but it's
kind of their
also an
capabilities.
introduction for the audience as well. It's like, oh, this character looks cool. I can't wait to see what this
Yeah.
story's gonna
And I
be.
did a
You
little bit
know?
of that in the ash can, as you know, with the pinups and stuff. There was
Yeah,
only
cool.
like somebody asked me, why didn't you
You
put
guys got
Cortex?
everything?
Like Ryan was saying, why didn't you put Cortex in the ash can? It's like ran out of room, you know.
That's all right.
Didn't put the killer clown in there, and some there are going to be some characters that are
They'll
actually
make
killed.
they'll make it in at some point.
Yeah, I don't know if you picked up on it the other day. I kind of had an epiphany yesterday about like Bystander. He kind of looks like a detective type.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, have a sort of him trying to solve a mystery arc.
Hail
Maybe
Tank, Hail
Bog,
Mike.
maybe Bog being on a horror arc and have a flavor of different stories that might appeal to different people, but it's all one story. But they can have different arcs. That's like, okay, he's kind of
Well,
trying
you
to
could
solve
even,
a
like you were saying, having the bystander do a detective thing.
yeah,
At
well,
some point,
mystery. Yeah.
his detective work crosses over with the horror story that's
Hmm.
going on with Bob, right? Or what
Or
have you,
some other. Yeah.
or some other character. And yeah,
Yeah. It's coming together. There's a lot to put together.
well, it's a con.
Uh-oh, you muted yourself.
Oh, sorry, it's a connected universe, which
Yeah.
gives you, a lot of potential like crossover things and ways
Cross
to tie things
pollination.
together.
Yeah,
Hmm.
cross pollination. It's going to be
Yeah, yeah.
fascinating to see some of this come together. You
All
know.
right, I got to mute for a minute. Be right back.
Okay. There, I fixed it because I'm up a creek. See what I did there? No, not really. Tank. Tank otter. Tank otter. Okay. Slinky. I don't know. I guess otters slink. Okay. I got you. Yeah, I see that. Up a creek without a paddle. Otters don't need a paddle. They're always up a creek in the water. So I did a little switch out with some of the boards and bags on the Melvin books, on the brand of Silver Age boards and bags that I get. Uh, did a switch out of Lumina Vox. Those are pretty thick books, so they could probably use a little extra space. Although what he sent them in was fine. Um, I think the Melvin was in more of a regular size board and bag and not a Silver Age. I generally just buy Silver Age. When you pick up back issues or something, you're always going to get something more regular size. Depending on what brand you get, they've kind of got a regular, what they call standard slash golden age size. This is just a regular, and that's really all this little ash can by Andy A that came with Melvin. Uh, and this is a 0 issue and had a little print stuffed in it. So I put it on the back and done by Andy. And that's more than sufficient, space for that type of thing. Or like one of these little digests. The little digest fits in here pretty good. Uh, a couple of them handy here, but I've got stuff. I've got some of my, and it's like a slide. Some of my what do you call it? What do you call those? Postcards. Duh. Postcards. So you can see the size. About the size, yeah. I mean, the size of this print, except it's a little bit taller. I mean, it's same width, everything, probably about the same. Yeah, about the same size as the ash can. So, standard size, great for these little digests if you want to board and bag them. I had most of them, or had great number of them, let's just say, at one time, and fit on this shelving all the way across.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had a whole little library of these little digests, and it took up like from here
Like
to
a whole
there.
shelf right there? Oh, dude, that's
Oh,
cool.
shelf, yeah. So that was quite a few. Now I
What'd
don't
you
have
do?
any
What'd
more.
you do? Sell them off, or?
What do you think happened?
Oh, fuck. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. There was one or two that was in my studio.
Forget I asked.
Yeah. There was one or two in my studio that
Well, I'm glad I got
survived.
you a couple that I found, right? So,
Oh yeah. I mean, I have shown these on multiple broadcasts. They're just you wait and see. I'm gonna do I mean one of the I mean, I like these, but I really like the idea of a continuing series, although most of it was reprint material. And a few years ago, when they were doing the Walmart 100 pagers, that's what they were doing, right? They would give you a story, and then I think after that, they were giving you like another story that was a new story, and then the rest was reprint in the 100 pager. Not in
Oh,
everything.
okay.
Like one of the last ones I bought was Crisis on Infinite Earth. They came out with 2 issues of that. It was probably all Crisis stuff, no new material. But
Yeah, I thought all that stuff was just reprints. I didn't know they were
no,
doing
there's new
material.
stories. In fact,
Hell,
Batman number 4, I think, had the first appearance of Jonah Hex's daughter, and that's
oh, really?
acquiring some money. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I have all of them except one, I think, which was a Batman anniversary issue. And then Target released an issue or 2 or something that were similar to that were 100 pages, and I'd like to get those. But I have a complete collection of those. Now after a while, they started releasing the very same books with different covers for the direct market at the comic book stores, and that kind of cheapened it because you used to have to only get them at Walmart. But that made it more widely available with people because there's a lot of states that don't have a Walmart, or if maybe you're not close to a Walmart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it when Adventure Comics, and I have all of them. I'm trying this year, I hope to have, possibly get all of them in barcode and direct, get both versions. On some I have already, some I do not. I don't like very many. It ran for only a couple years as a digest, but the reason being 1983, so I can't really tell you which is better to have, newsstand or direct, because they're about the same. I'd probably say direct.
Kind of right in that middle ground right there.
Yeah,
right?
I would probably say direct, actually.
Yeah, direct is probably, at that point, probably a little bit better.
1986 is when they were half and half, and then 87 it slipped down to
Yeah,
newsstand.
83 I think direct would probably be more rare,
88?
Yeah.
You said 1988?
83. as
Oh,
far as
83.
direct goes, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
because
mean, there wasn't as many
I think
comic book
direct
shops
market
out
only
there.
started in what, like 81, 82,
80,
something
yeah, 81, 82. Yeah, I think
like.
Dazzler
Okay,
number one
so
was
yeah, that was
Marvel's.
still pretty early. That's
I think that was
probably
1981. Oh well, it was 1982. I think when it was released, might have been produced in 81.
right. So you're talking a year later. Yeah, that's probably going to be the more valuable of the, the two. The
Yeah, I
newsstand
think
was still way more.
The direct is good from like 1977 to say 1985.
Right.
Which
And then
you
after
know,
that, it
there's
kind
probably
of
85, 84, 83. There's probably not that much difference. I would say if I had to lean on scarcity, it would probably be toward the direct market because the comic book shops really grew probably in the 80s
yeah,
as the
probably
80s went along.
84 was when I really noticed like my spinner racks and choices of places to pick up comics really dropping off was like 84, 85. I had to start going to a comic store.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it didn't take as long. Uh, you were buying, you were getting some long after I did off the stands, and I mean everything dried up quickly around here. You couldn't find any. I mean,
I mean, maybe because I was closer to Chicago and stuff, and big printing.
oh yeah, definitely, yeah, yeah. I mean, I would go. I do remember I got some little bit later in a grocery store. Always thrilled to see comics, out in the wild.
Oh,
Now
dude, I
whether
used
I
to
picked
always
some up or
cruise
not.
the grocery store when my mom would drag me to the store. You want to
Hmm.
go to the grocery store? Sure. I go hit the magazine rack, and that's where I would find all my Savage Sword of Conan's and like the cool Marvel Spotlight magazine size ones.
Hmm. Yeah, and then of course you had big treasure editions and little digest. It was great, man. That was just
Yeah, well, treasury
icing on the.
editions were few and far between, dude. I got
That's what you were
three,
saying.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean,
I got
I didn't see all of them by any means. Just the occasional, but the
and I've
ones.
only run across a couple in the wild, like garage sailing and shit like that, and they were just
Yeah,
beat to shit, colored on, and
yeah, yeah. And they're hard to take care of anyway because of they're oversized.
yeah, because of the size, they're very hard to
I
store,
wonder.
and
I wonder how if the Treasury edition that's on Kickstarter by Big Bang Comics is still up and running. Let me look here real quick. I think
well,
I have
that's
that.
why I like the idea of when they do them with the hardcover, because that way it
Yeah,
makes it at least a little easier to take care of.
yeah, like an artist edition, or yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If you get too oversized and it's too thin a book, it can warp. It can bend.
Yeah, yeah. If it's only, like a 22 page 11 by 17 hardcover and it's got really thin covers and what have
Yeah,
you, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, that's okay.
What is going on? Somebody's car alarm is going off in my neighborhood. That's great.
Oh,
Nobody
let's
seems
see.
to care. Been going on for a while now.
Different symbols. Okay,
Hey,
what's the
get a
kick?
set of rims for me while you're there.
Oh, Kickstarter. No, that's Kaiju and Cowboys. Let's see. This is Six Gun Gorilla. That was over. Some of these might be owed.
Oh, what was the other one I saw that just launched?
All right, here it is. Big Bang.
Kaijus and Waifus. Have you seen that one yet, Rex?
Mm,
I haven't seen a trailer or anything yet, but I've seen a advertisement, a Twitter drop or something for it.
I think this ended on it's. I don't know that much about Big Bang Comics, but I think it ended. The Treasury Size 40th Edition Anthology Tribute to Big Bang Comics had 340 backers, pledged $15,586.
Hmm.
but it has ended.
Really? Okay.
Pretty
I
good
don't know.
support. Pretty good support
Big
for it.
Bang Comics had some good stuff, but I'm not really big on all their stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely retro. Uh,
Hmm.
Carrie in the House, Hell Double Trouble. Yeah, that used to be my old CB's channel, CB handle.
Oi, oi, Carrie. Seven
I'm
for Rex
surprised
and beat me to it.
Double Trouble. Oi,
Right.
oi, Saveloy. Hmm.
And that the dynamic
Somebody's got to
duo
make
there.
the sausage.
Sure.
Hmm.
If we're not gonna
Uh,
do it, who will? Who's gonna be here for you
Michael Brand,
every day?
Michael Bancroft's The Lucent Painted Death campaign closed out a few days ago at
Oh,
56,269. If you count the shipping in there, he says $65,000, 490 backers.
jeez, that's a lot of shipping.
Or wait a minute, the Lucent Waking Dream, the first campaign, he made 22,949.
Right.
Well, I mean, you get to that level if you're a glutton for punishment, sure, you can do fulfillment, or you can hire someone like RJ that does fulfillment full time, you know, pretty much full time,
Uh, I'm not sure what Bancroft is doing exactly, but
and let them handle it, you know,
mm,
because
I
he gets
think he may
paid.
be he might be working with RJ, dude. I'm not sure.
Well, him
Um,
being depends on where it's been printed, right?
what's that?
I think RJ does work with him and maybe ship him some books that's going to Australia.
Oh,
He
okay.
might he might work with hockey.
Maybe
I
he's
can't
doing
remember.
it that way. Yeah, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
RJ's working with hockey. I know. I think I know.
I mean, it would only make sense for Michael to use him to distribute to the U.S. if it, you know.
RJ's pretty close. If he gets a regular gig, getting some larger campaigns like Fiendish 2, he'll probably quit his day job and go full time just on distributing books out. But the flow of it has to be there for him to do that.
Well, I think it's getting there, man.
He gets, yeah, oh, it's definitely getting there and picking up, yeah, but it's not to that point yet. But a few more campaigns like that and steady flow of campaigns, and he'll probably go full time with it. Um, I think Fiendish is one of the larger campaigns that he's done recently, if not the largest one of them. He had a couple of them coming down the pike, I know, but he said that he charges $2. He gets $2 per book. That's to whatever degree that you have it. He said he's received some totally bagged up and everything. They just wanted to send it out, and they're like, "Well, why didn't you just do that if you got all the work done?" But he receives different campaigns in different states, of being of fulfillment.
Right.
Most of them are just like, "Here's the stuff, do it," put it all together. Uh, any overages, I guess, goes back to the creator, but I know that he does take a few extra books to conventions that he goes to and sells them and gives exposure to people, you know, and their
Right.
projects. So that's pretty cool. We should all figure out a way to help this along because really, if comics are going to survive, I think it's probably through crowdfunding, at least for right now. And I think all the momentum is on our side.
Oh,
And
look what he did there, folks.
I always do that. Yeah. It's a good word, momentum. Um,
It is a good word.
yeah. Uh, it's raining over there in Orlando, Kate says. Storm and stuff, rain
Yeah,
bands.
well,
Um,
fairly normal for Orlando. Oh, aren't they? Isn't there a new tropical storm forming or some shit? Thought I
Somewhere in the
saw.
world, I'm sure. Yes.
Well, I thought I
I don't
saw.
know.
Yeah, I thought I saw something going on earlier, and for whatever.
We might as well dedicate this show to Carrie, since she gave me the title the other day. Is it a banana? 4 o'clock Shadow, episode 486. So thank you for a great title. Is it a banana? When Vic was on drawing Midnight, I think that was Thursday.
Oh yeah, the other night.
Yeah, is it a banana? When he was just first getting started.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I stayed too late on that one.
Yeah, you can't always. Huh?
I said sorry if you couldn't hear me too well. I said I don't think I stayed too late on that one. And you said I kind of always what?
I don't know. I've slept since then.
Nah, I always fade out early when Vic is on. Oh,
No,
maybe.
no, I didn't say that. You didn't say that. Well, you just did.
I didn't. What? Who? No, I didn't.
I think you stayed most of the time. Actually, I don't think you phased out too early.
No, I didn't.
You might have stayed the whole time. I can't remember.
I don't remember if I stayed.
I mean, there was one day that you were really tired that you conked out after about 30 minutes, but that wasn't the day Vic was on. So
I don't remember, dude.
Do you have something against Vic?
Who, me? No.
Oh, okay. Just asking. Anyway, is it a banana? I don't know.
Could be a banana.
Could be a banana. Was it yellow?
Oh, close there, mister.
Close?
Close.
Okay. No cigar?
A mouthful.
Wow. Don't swallow.
I swear. All right.
Huh?
Nothing.
I'm letting you dig this hole.
Hi, Gary. Please save me.
Rex is drawing on his phone with permanent marker. He's not daft. He just likes the picture and wants to keep it. Yeah. I don't know why I unplugged that. Oh, I do too. I was showing you the Hopper pictures.
No.
Colorized. I need to put it back on the charger. I was surprised, actually. Those things are pretty good, and I'm generally pretty good at keeping them charged up. 2 days that it'll hold a charge for.
Well, if you leave like apps open and shit like that, dude, running in the background, it'll drain your battery. So
well, I never get on the internet. I never use apps, so that's not a problem for me.
Well, I don't. Okay. Well, then I don't know what to tell.
Yeah. Well,
better carry your phone, mister.
Oh, I know. Well, you can see how concerned it's been down there in my work truck since Friday night, early Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I was just surprised that it lost all its charge so quickly.
Well, that's because now the battery is full of mosquito eggs, and when it finally does charge up,
don't make this stuff up whole cloth. It's at 43% now.
You're gonna have super powered mosquitoes that flood into your ear and start sucking your brain.
I'm sending them all to Illinois. You can deal with them. Do it.
Who can I get to draw that for me? Somebody out there in the chat.
Well, now yesterday in this notebook that was over here by this artwork that I found, the smaller pieces that I've kind of been wondering about. There was one, the one with TM turned upside down that was going to be the Marvel 25th anniversary. I couldn't remember if he had sent that to me or not. If I do, it's checked or whatever. It wasn't in the small stack. he has redrawn it. He had it at one time because he showed me and you, but where it's went to, I don't know. So
Well, I remember the beginnings of it. I don't know if I ever saw the completed version.
yeah, he had it completed. Yeah, he
Oh,
showed it
okay.
to us completed.
Well, I'm just saying I don't remember, dude.
Right, right. I got you. Yeah. Uh,
And I'm not gonna talk smack when I don't remember clearly. So
yeah. Why you often do? You talk smack 24/7. Don't give me that.
yeah, when I remember
You are the
exactly
smack
clearly what
master.
I'm talking.
I mean, when the doctor spanked you, you were born. You hit him back. Don't give
Oh
me
yeah,
that crap.
of course I did. Nobody
Tell
smacked
me
me without
something that I
repercussions.
will believe for once.
I'll turn the other cheek after I turn your other cheek.
Yeah, inside out. Yeah, I actually found the dialogue to Grave Tales and to my vampire story. Started that, which is right here behind it. Uh,
Ooh,
so I'm glad to have, found the
Dalagoo.
yeah sketchbook that I actually wrote that stuff in because I needed some of that. As
See, folks, Rex does plan ahead on certain things.
oh yeah, I mean I don't know why Ryan was really pressing me last night. Have you got any scripts? Send them to me. I want to read them. I think he wants to read some of my writing. It's like,
Send me
can't you
all your
wait a
stuff.
month?
I'm
Huh?
I, I may not choose to use it, but or use you, but I may use your material. What are you,
That may
Marvel
be.
Comics?
That
What are
may
you,
be.
Marvel Comics now? Momentum Comics.
Yep. Could be.
Remember what Black Hat told us the other day? He was like dealing with those fuckers for like 4 years, and
Yeah.
they finally gave him the official nah, we're not gonna use you, and then they used his ideas anyway. Fuck.
Yeah. That's what happened to J. Michael Stravinsky, according to him, on
Yeah, that's what he
Babylon 5.
claims.
And then you
Yeah.
had DP7 come out. Was it
What
DP7?
did I mean? I mean, there's a string of people that have claimed those kind of things over the years. I mean, comic books have been known for that. You
Right.
know, it's sad, but it fucking happens, man.
Well, Ryan says, why don't you post some of that wonderful art? He's like, you've got more done and accomplished on your stuff than I know about. And it's like, yeah, you and everybody else. I mean, yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff that's, I've got very few that I've finished tweaking and inking. And so there's some
It
stuff
doesn't
that
matter,
needs
dude.
work.
Just
And
take that take that file of your designs that you've got from your printer,
yeah.
download it to your
And
computer.
show everybody everything I've got. So when it comes
No,
public, yeah, we've
all
seen that oversaturation.
right. You know what? You
No,
don't give
I'm
me a
just
chance.
asking, right? I mean,
Can you let
I
me
don't think
finish
you
my
should
thought
post everything.
before you start asking questions? Send it to yourself.
Yeah.
Now you've copyrighted it. It's yours. No one else can
Uh,
fucking steal it. As long as you have a fucking paper trail that can be established
right.
that it's been sent through an established source of fucking mail. So you at this point you can email it to yourself, accept it,
Oh, okay.
download it, do all that stuff. Now you're copyrighted. No one else can steal your shit. You used to, or you can do it through the U.S. mail. Make a fucking little PDF or whatever, send it through the mail it back to yourself. Boom. Now you've got a record of it.
Right.
That establishes whatever that is.
The
Ho- it,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's either copyright or the other one. What's the
Yeah.
other?
Is there horror in Momentum
Yeah,
Comics?
there's another where you have the
That's
little
going to bug you till
symbol.
I answer you, isn't it? What is it? I don't know. A paper trail,
I know
copyright,
there's a
copyright,
Hallmark.
trademark,
It's not a Hallmark.
proof of.
Trademark and copyright. Yeah, trademark.
Yeah.
That was the one I was thinking
Okay.
of. So
Okay.
I
Hard to
think that
find.
if you do it through the post office, that's the one that establishes the trademark or whatever. So you're already covered.
Do I design my own characters? Yes, I do. I found the TM.
And you're showing them all on YouTube anyway, dude. So if anybody wants to steal them, they can just watch your stream.
Right.
And you know
This,
what? I think that in itself, just you showing them on YouTube, establishes your ownership to them.
yeah,
You've
I'm
been
not worried
drawing
about
them.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody paying attention.
I think
Nobody.
all that other shit's like kind of old fashioned anymore. You don't have to worry about that.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, I need to.
I would probably do it just to cover my bases anyway, just in case some obscure fucking
Mhm.
bullshit came up. You know.
I showed this last night, but I haven't shown it since. So here's two versions of the same thing,
Oh,
done a
cool.
little different.
Hmm.
And of course, I did a lot of additional inking. Well, right there, on the rocks and all around on. I've worked on both some, just differently. On
Cool.
one I had to extend the rocks out because there's was sort of a borderline there. So it's just kind of interesting to see the difference in styles. Just looking at the faces here that Vic did.
Right. And which one's which? Vic and are they both Vic?
Yeah, they're both Vic.
I guess they are both Vic. Okay, yeah.
Yep. He even has on this one he had an incomplete um, blood dragon,
Oh, cool.
which I'll have to do something with.
That's a pretty cool little sketch.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least that the top half is pretty nicely rendered.
yeah. Yeah, some of these I've worked on more than others.
You
I've been
could use that, like
skipping.
take that top half, darken it up, color it, and use it for a sticker or a T-shirt
Oh,
design or
I'm gonna ink
something.
the whole thing. He'll all be complete when I get him done.
I might just do the bust and concentrate on that.
Yeah. Well, for
You
one,
know,
I
like
wanted to look. He's a little bit more complex. I mean, I have a model sheet on him. I've just been concentrating on some of this stuff that was more complete. You know,
you can always add detail.
some. I mean, I received stuff in various states, like this one here, partially inked and the rest penciled in. Which
Oh yeah, no, that's
I
cool.
come up with the poses and the ideals. It's like I want Silver Bowl with his guns in front of an old brownstone building. He added the bodies. It's like
Now is that where you're at so far with inking it, or
this is what I received. That's as far
oh
as he
that's
got with it. He never completed it, which I told him, back in February or whenever it was, 1st of March. Don't send
right?
me. But he
Don't worry
wanted,
about
and if
the.
he hadn't sent me any incompleted stuff, it was just complete stuff. It'd been a very small stack indeed. As it was a small stack. It was probably 20% of what he owes me. But he's working on it.
So those were his inks on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Some
Okay.
I haven't touched, like this one. I don't think I've done anything to. Um, So, most of them I've done something to, some, yeah, I haven't really done anything to this. Because I can tell, but this would be an easy one to complete. I did complete the other zigzag he did. Here's one zigzag he did.
Okay.
Of course, he's going to be kind of like Momentum's mascot. And Rob Ewing's done a zigzag for me.
I was just getting ready to say I like Rob's better.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, Vic.
on some of these, I've done some cleanup. I don't think I've touched this. Well, I probably have, but it still needs some cleanup of lines and stuff. But stuff that's actually published, already in the ash can.
Must be.
Motherfucker's bitch about the dog.
It was going off for 5 minutes earlier. Letting it go.
So when I get these done, it'll be like, okay, this was the original state, and here it is finished inked,
Right. Yeah. No, which is very cool.
And a couple, like I was saying last night, I'm going to have to digitally correct.
Look out.
Because we have the knee in front, but we have the foot turned sideways.
Digital.
On both of those. And you can't do that.
Digital.
Unless you get a broke leg. You can't turn a foot like that with the kneecap out front. So that has to be corrected.
Comic book logic, right? You completely.
No, I can't even stretch it that far. No. Now, speaking of stretch, if it was Mr. Fantastic, yes, you could do that, but it would still look odd.
Yeah,
and there's a couple. There's that GO piece and this one that's just penciled that I have not wanted to touch yet. All this stuff's been scanned, and I've been working on it slowly but surely. Mostly slowly lately.
Don't call me Shirley.
Mm-hmm. But we're getting together Wednesday, and we'll see what he has. I'll try and get back to doing some of this stuff, tightening it up, whatever, or work on the wraparound cover.
Making a toy. Like a toy.
Make a what? You, my friend, have been drinking.
Me? No.
Yes, you.
Have you never seen Austin Powers? Toy guy.
No.
All right. Well, never mind.
Yeah. Well, yes. I have seen it, yes, but maybe once.
No fun.
I'm not as enthralled with that stuff as you are. You like the silly and ridiculous and the
it's like working in the old folks' home, being a comedian. You gotta slow everything down.
For me, yes. So I have a couple more Adlers I found that need to be scanned. A John Buscema silver print, and a couple of kind of special COAs, so I'll have her scan those as well. I have a few other things like Sal Buscema page. Probably need to have her scan this as well, the Fantastic Four original model sheet for the cartoon. That's probably never been scanned by her. That would look great in the book. Yeah, I mean, as you know, I have to correct certain things like this technically counts as publication, therefore instant copyright, Tanks Otter says. As we all know, technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Yeah.
I have a cascade of art supplies coming in this week. Tuesday, I'll have everything from 8.5 by 11 by 17. Saturday, I'll have trading cards, all 110 pounds. Wow, that's pretty thick, archival quality. Pal Rider in the house. Hey, Pal Rider. Shadow
Hail,
House
Bill.
in the yard holding up between the heat and the pee. Rex is gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bill. Hail, my friend. The yard is just fine. It's actually, well, it's more weeds than grass, but it's flourishing.
And the grass is outside going, help me.
Ah, it's not my grass, man. I
Please
ain't going
stop
out there.
it. Make it stop. My eyes. My eyes.
I'm not spending endless hours out here turning this back into a real lawn.
I told Dillard last night that this is the character I thought he was best suited to do for me.
Bystander?
The bystander. Yeah. I
I
think
think Dillard could do a good job with that.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're gonna have him
Maybe
do.
I'll ink on that Blood Dragon, because Blood Dragon is coming up here pretty soon into people's hands. And here's the model sheet for him. So I'll make sure I set this one aside so I can
There you go.
possibly finish that small piece that's partially done on the back of that one.
Make yourself useful, Rex. Jeez.
I know. I should have an art giveaway, because I didn't care for his first version or this version of Chain Reaction. I just don't like the take on the character. Now you should love it, Shadowhawk, because it has a bird-like tattoo right there, and maybe he put that in there for you on his chest. Huh?
You may have.
Yeah. It just looked a little gay with the bent knee. I just didn't like it. But then I deviated. Maybe
put it back up.
Put it back up.
Yeah. Let me see that picture again.
Oh, the bird.
Yeah,
I'll show you the bird. Anyway.
Yeah, that guy. I don't know. You think he looked maybe a little?
No, it looks like a vulture or a pterodactyl or something in the face.
Just saying, the whole character in general.
Yeah.
Look a little gay, maybe.
Yeah, I thought so, but the original concept
in Minecraft.
I tried to make it easy on him, and it didn't work out. The original concept was a guy totally made up of chains. I mean, he's under there, but he's wrapped up completely, almost like a mummy, but with chains. Hi, Ryan.
Cool.
Mr. Octagon in the house, and he could control the chains.
Hey, all right. What's up, buddy? And Gable Penny Shot. Hello.
If I ever need a cover, I have one, already made up. So, and I'm working on my TM vampire cover. I say working on it. Need to get back to
change them up and put them in a box.
And rubs the skin with the lotion. Yeah, he's redoing this one here with Quill. You remember Quill? And Dead Ninja, you made him look dead. We're not doing that, which I never liked that anyway.
I don't remember Quill.
You don't remember Quill?
I must have missed that.
He's on my Instagram.
Wow. One of the few posts on your Instagram?
One of the few posts, yeah. Yeah, I mean, certain things you might want to, post, but again, I don't want to give. I mean, I'm probably giving away too much already, showing covers and other stuff like that, because according to John Malin, it's like there was a cover for Godlike that on the first run around on the campaign. He didn't show that till just about launch. And I do understand that it's like, ooh, new, the new factor. Ooh, got to get that, sort of without thinking. And if it's like been out there for 2 months posted, it's like, yeah, I've seen that. I get that,
Yeah.
if somebody sees it, it's like impulse buying for the very first time.
Well, you don't
Does he
show
show
off
you
the
roughs or
fucking.
anything before
Well,
giving
you
you
don't
finished
show
pieces
off
you
the
don't like?
cover. You doofus.
Well,
You
we're
show
working
off
on.
other. You show off other interesting panels and things that you have, character designs, whatever, that aren't going to be complete and utter spoilers. Not fucking, oh, here's the cover for book number 3. Be 2 years before it comes out, No.
Well, I showed Ryan's cover for issue 6.
Which is exactly why I'm telling you, hey, don't do that again.
Yeah, and I'm not going to overshow that any. You're not going to see that for a good long time anymore till it comes
Never
out.
see it again until that campaign comes out.
Exactly, and then you'll go, "Ooh, that was a good cover." Hopefully.
Good Lord. Lucky you got me around, Jack.
I thought about some of this. In fact, I was thinking about that today, as a matter of fact. You're absolutely right. I mean, but now I have to kind of show off that there's been progress going on to a certain extent. Let people know things are progressing and going forward.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I
I'm
get
just
my
saying.
stuff in from Vic, and I'll have a bunch of stuff to show. But will I show all of it?
You pick and choose the things you show. You don't reveal too much.
Right.
Enough to
I agree, and that's what I'm saying about Instagram.
Well, yeah, but right now you're neglecting Instagram completely. You need to have more up there.
I do,
You
and
got,
I'm aware of that. But
you got a lot you could show that's not going to give too much away,
right,
and it'll give people more to look at, more interest. It'll drive more interest towards the book. That's all
yeah,
I'm.
right, and I need to do that before drop some stuff on there a couple months. Probably start doing it right now, because I hope in a couple months, I can launch the Devil Flyer thing. We'll see how quick.
Right,
Hopefully,
but yeah, I would start beefing up your Instagram and your Twitter posts a little bit right now.
yeah,
Get a bunch more pictures up there.
yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that.
People love pictures and posts, man. It's easy to do, right? So I can help you with that.
Okay, we'll get her done, man.
There you go.
Speaking of getting done, I need to get this wraparound cover done. The back cover's almost done, fully inked. Uh, then maybe I can assign a colorist to this thing, and man, will that make it pop?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I want mine done so that I can send a scan of it done to Peter, because Peter's supposed to be doing his own version of it, inking it for me. Peter
Yep.
Palmetti. So
Yeah, Peter's been posting a lot of stuff lately.
oh, has he? I have not seen his post lately.
Yeah,
Was
he's
that on?
been posting fairly regularly lately on, I think, Twitter.
Okay. I did not know. I
Could
have
be.
not seen.
I'm pretty sure it's Twitter, not Instagram.
Well, usually I catch that stuff,
Hmm?
and I have
Yeah,
caught some of
it's
his
been
stuff.
a wild variety. He's been doing a few different things, just different sketches and whatever, and then he was showing some old Marvel work. There you go.
Right. Right.
That never got published. Shit like that. Yeah. Some pretty cool stuff.
Glad to find that stuff. But that one with him upside down, I don't think I ever received that. The Marvel, I guess I probably should check my list. I do have it on a list here. So I've been checking things. Just because I can't find it doesn't mean I didn't receive it, you know.
Well, that's not good, you doofus. Did you not check them off as they came in, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Now he might have something completed, and I put a little dash mark there. If it's if I've received it, then I put a red check, or something, red mark.
Right.
But I don't know if it's in this one or not. It's in one of these. Might be in this. Some of this stuff goes way back to like I had stuff in here from 2015.
Oh.
I don't think it's in this one. Maybe it's, let's see. Maybe I'm just overlooking it.
You gonna knock me out of my shoes?
What are you gonna do for dinner tonight?
Hi.
I don't know.
Here it is.
What?
Oh, what did we decide? We were doing chicken with rice and broccoli and something else.
Okay. I never received that.
Ooh, and biscuits.
I paid for
Okay.
it October 10th and 11th. Yeah, I've got a couple of biscuits in there and a can unmade, that I could make up and serve hot. It's cooler today. Dude, my upstairs has not been getting any cooler than 68, and then it crawls up to about 72 and stays there. Because it's been so hot. But now that we've had some clouds and wind and just a little sprinkling of rain, when I went to go get my phone, we got right in the truck and kind of drove through some of it. Just as we got in the truck and I started leaving the backyard with the truck, got a little sprinkling, and then on the way there a little bit, had to use my windshield wipers there for a little while. And then it died out by the time I got to the shop. But like I said, just scattered shower. But it's gotten down
exactly
last time I checked, it's gotten down to 65 upstairs. So that's good. It's nice and comfortable today. It's nice outside.
Oh, dude, I had to close all the windows and stuff last night. It got downright chilly.
Yeah. I don't ever, he was thinking that I received that. I don't think that I had received that. I did put a little dash mark because that was one of the pieces that he showed us that he said, "Oh, look what I found." That was his exact words. And he showed it to us on a stream, and he should have it somewhere, but he can't find it. So we redrew it a little different,
Gotcha.
And it looks good. The redraw looks good. He's very proud of that.
Well, then, I mean,
and there's been characters that I've commissioned him to draw multiply, Sometimes I just said, okay, draw me another TM, because I know you're getting familiar with the character, and repetition's good if you're going to be drawing, banana. You mean the old banana in the tailpipe trick? Yes, Mrs. Good Stuff.
Hell,
So I don't know if I fully answered Gable's spinning.
hi, Mrs.
Gable,
G.
it's Sunday. I don't want to think about. I just don't want to think, to a certain degree. Try and figure out what to see, what, and then I don't.
Most of it was done on streams, so you can watch and get the answers for yourself, Cable.
Well, it's like do those drawings still exist? Some of them don't. They're gone. So, but I never
I
really asked him for redraws.
did
That was kind of something he did on his own. He said I asked for redraws. I never asked him for redraws. I would approve it and say great and looks cool, finish it, and put it in my pile. Now there were some, but like Chain Reaction, that it never clicked. We kind of went around and around with the Mummy. What would the Mummy look like? And I thought this deviated and looked too much like Killer Croc Gilo. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not. And I get it. He's trying to make it, interject himself into it. And it's like, yeah, but you're deviating a little bit too far. That's not what I wanted. But you know what? This is only one drawing. I'm okay with that, as a first time look. It doesn't mean that it can't be published, right? I can publish this as like an early concept drawing, right? To show you. I mean, I already have the character designed. It's just we tried something different. He did, and it didn't turn out.
Right. Well,
yes.
I'm gonna have to call it an early night, I think.
Okay. She giving you the symbol, huh? The little, hey, come here.
Yeah, something like.
All right, dude. I want to kind of call it early tonight anyway. Maybe I and Rhino and some others will get together and draw, and maybe not. I'm going to relax. I mean, actually, I need to go over Mike's. I was going to do that in between the two shows, but my phone was dead, and I had to come home and charge it up because I need directions to his house. I know the general vicinity.
We're gonna spend, a little family time tonight before because I gotta go to bed early anyway, probably like 9 o'clock or so. So
yeah, I'm putting to. Okay, all right.
But hello, thanks everyone for coming. Appreciate y'all. And Ryan, hit me up in DMs later. There's no rush on that. Give it a couple weeks till you even worry about getting started. All right. Talk to everybody later. Love you guys. I love you.
We do love you. So yeah, I mean, this is written out list of, the stuff that I commissioned Vic, 2 pages worth. And we're going through it. We'll see where we're at Wednesday when I meet him. And but there's still a lot to do. It'll probably take all year, as he gets some stuff complete, I'll have him send it to me at his convenience. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to ramp it up and get something going on because I have plans to use said artwork and in forthcoming projects. So gonna need it. Man, it's long overdue. So, Vic will get busy, I'll get busy, Ryan will get busy. We just all get busy, right? Making good comics for everybody. That's all I want to do. And get what I paid for. And so, I'm sure it'll work out in the end, but how long it takes is kind of not up to me. I mean, unless I press the issue, which, I might get to that point, but not today. Today I'm going to relax and take a break and maybe go see Mike and find out where his new house is. And while it's still daylight out there and good weather, nice and cool. And then September 2nd, go see his house or have a housewarming party and eat some good ribs and whatever he's got spread out there. I know he's proud to get that house, and he's moved his girlfriend down here, and they were looking for furniture earlier. They came by earlier today while we were doing the chosen. I had to go out there, and he left me a couple notes, one on the back door, one on the front, and I came around. They hadn't left yet, and so I'll go see them, come home, relax some more, maybe stream a little bit later. We'll see, maybe not. Thanks everybody for coming in. Appreciate it. Stay positive and keep collecting. Bow for now.